Today, I want to talk about a book that has changed millions of lives around the world. The book is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian psychiatrist. During World War II, he was sent to Nazi concentration camps. He lost his family, his freedom, and almost everything he owned. Every day he saw hunger, pain, fear, and death. But even in those terrible conditions, he made an amazing discovery. He realized that people can survive even the hardest situation if they have a strong reason to live. As the famous philosopher Friedrich said, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Frankl saw that many prisoners gave up because they lost hope, but others survived because they had a purpose. Some wanted to meet their family again. Some wanted to finish a book they had started. Others simply believed that their life still had meaning. This taught Frankl that our purpose gives us strength. The three stages of camp life. Frankl explained that prisoners went through three emotional stages. The first stage was shock. When they first entered the camp, they could not believe what was happening. They felt scared, confused, and emotionally frozen. The second stage was apathy. To survive, many prisoners stopped feeling emotions. They became numb. They did not react to pain or suffering because their only goal was to stay alive. The first stage came after they were freed. Instead of feeling completely happy, many struggled to return to normal life. They had to learn how to live with freedom again after experiencing so much suffering. What is logotherapy? After the war, Frankl developed a new form of psychology called logotherapy. Unlike some psychologists who believed people are mainly driven by pleasure or power, Frankl believed that the greatest human need is the search of meaning. According to logotherapy, we can find meaning in three ways. First, by creating something valuable. This could be our work, helping others, building something, writing a book, creating art, or making a positive difference in the world. Second, by experiencing love and beauty. Frankl believed that love is one of the greatest forces in human life. He wrote, "The salvation of man is through love and in love." Even inside the concentration camp, prisoners found comfort by thinking about the people they loved. They have found peace in small moments of beauty. Frankel wrote that something they looked at a beautiful sunset or admired nature, and for a few moments they forgot the terrible suffering around them. This reminds us that beauty still exists even during difficult times. Third, we find meaning by choosing our attitude toward suffering. Some pain cannot be avoided. We may lose someone we love, we may fail, we may become sick, we may face challenges we never expected. Frankel believed that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can always choose how we respond. One of his most famous quote is, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." This is perhaps the greatest lesson of the book. A new way of looking at life. Most people ask, "What do I want from life?" Frankel asks us to change the question. Instead, ask, "What does life expect from me?" This simple change makes a huge difference. Instead of waiting for life to make us happy, we became responsible for giving something meaningful to life. Each day life asks us a question. Our actions becomes the answer. Success and happiness. Today, many people chase money, fame, and success, but Frankl believed that happiness cannot be chased. He wrote, success, like happiness, cannot be pursued, it must ensue. In simple words, happiness comes naturally when we dedicate it ourselves to a purpose greater than ourselves. When we help others, when we love, when we create, when we live with honesty, happiness follows. The meaning of suffering. Frankl never said that suffering is good, but he believed that suffering can change us if we find meaning in it. He wrote, in some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning. Many people find stronger after difficult experiences. They become kinder, they become wiser, they understand life more deeply. Pain does not define us, our response to pain defines us. A lesson for our daily life. We never face the horrors that Viktor Frankl experienced, but all of us face problems. We experience stress, failure, disappointment, loneliness, fear. During this moment, remember that you always have a choice. You can choose hope over despair. You can choose courage over fear. You can choose kindness over anger. You can choose purpose over comfort. I would like to end with one final thought from Viktor Frankl. He said, Life l- as if you live as if you were living a second time and as though you had acted wrongly the first time. Imagine today is your second chance. Would you spend more time with your family? Would you forgive someone? Would you work harder on your dreams? Would you become a better person? Life is not about avoiding suffering. Life is about finding meaning in every moment. Because when we discover our purpose, even the hardest journey becomes worth living. Thank you.